Morning all, I'm Johnny B and welcome to Sunny Coast Celtic episode 29. Well, where will we start today? I think we've got to start with what's happening managerial wise. So obviously Brendan's gone, so we just need to move on for that. Everybody's wondering, was it Brendan's fault? Was it the board's fault? I mean, obviously Dermot Desmond's come out with that statement and he's absolutely threw him under the bus, as you say. But was it true? I mean, only Brendan can come out and tell us. John Kennedy, he's gone as well. He's been there for years. He just keeps staying there every time there's a new manager. He's gone as well. So Big John should come out and talk to everyone as well to see what's going on. But as far as I'm concerned, I think Brendan lost it even before we played Kairat Almaty. And then I think he wasn't happy then, and it just prolonged as games went on. If the board knew that Brendan was causing a toxic environment ages ago, why didn't they pull him into the office and sort it out then and get rid of him then? If that is true, now, I can't see Dermot Desmond coming out with that statement if it isn't true, because he'd be liable for everything. Brendan could take him to the cleaners if he really wanted. So I think, now you listen to Brendan's interview and he kept saying he's not going anywhere until his contract's ran out. Well, his contract hadn't ran out and he went. So he needs to come out and tell everybody why. Did he get caught out or is the board lying? Because he definitely said he was going to stay. We'd need to cat him out there. And some of his interviews, I know everybody's on about the one with the Honda Civic and all that. That's just one of these statements, but I'll come back and haunt him for the rest of these days. Probably shouldn't have said it. But in saying that, we could see on the field that he wasn't performing, and when he wasn't performing, it was shown on the players, and they're not performing. Now, everybody's going to have different thoughts here. Over the last couple of days, the comments on the comment section have been brilliant. People's disagreeing with me, they're agreeing with me, they're saying Ange shouldn't be the next manager, Brendan shouldn't have got treated like that. There's so many different comments. So at the end of the day, we're all Celtic supporters. We want what's best for the team and the club. Alright? There's a big protest going on in the car park before the Falkirk game tonight. Like, I don't know why we're doing it. I don't know why we're doing it, but we've just got Martin and Neill in and Sean Maloney. We need to kind of get behind them for the start. They're going to wonder what's going on. If I know they read the news and they watch everything, but we need to get behind them. We can't afford to go any more points behind here. So we've got to get into this ground and we've got to support the team. I think we'll go all right tonight. Now, who knows what kind of team Brendan and Sean Maloney will put out? I don't know. It could be completely different. But we've just got to get out there and get on with it. We've got to get behind the team. And all the players that aren't playing well need to be stepped down. Now, see tonight, what does he do with the Falkirk game? Obviously, he's going to try and keep things together, but this might be the time for a new, fresh start with the players. The players that have been out in the cold, they've got a chance to come in now and prove that Brendan got the shits with him and that's why they're not playing. Nothing to do with their ability, he's just got the shits with him. So, it's a brand new start with two brand new coaches in there. So they're talking about they've only had one training. So Sean Maloney's went in there and he's done a training session. According to that, he'd done a training session earlier. So they'll have an idea of how they're playing. But here's the thing. Callum McGregor's been there for that long that he could pick the team himself. So they'll be sitting down with Calmac and going, right, what do we think here? And then they can tweak it. So they're probably going to start the way we normally start, and then they'll tweak it as they go along. Martin will have a good look at the team on the part of the day. The Falkirk's a great game to do it. And I'm not saying that they're garbage, but if you were going to handpick a team at home, when the manager's taking his first game, you would probably handpick Falkirk, or maybe Livingston, but that's who you would handpick. So we've got every single chance to just have a good result tonight going into Sunday's semi-final, and then he'll have a better idea at what formation he can play and what team he can play. Now we all know Martin's always a 3-5-2 man, so we've got enough midfielders to do that. So he could do that defensively. I don't know who would play in the middle because Carter Vickers isn't there. Maybe Austin Trusty, with Kieran Tierney. And I think experience-wise, I know like Kobe Donovan's probably the one for me, but he might go with Alston. I don't know. And then you've got your 5 across the midfield with your 2 up front. Who's going to be the 2 up front? Again, you could probably be Benji up there with maybe Shin Yamada or something, because Johnny Kenny was running about like a headless chook, and it's great to see the young boys getting this game, but we've got no time to draw games or lose games. We need to get straight in there. So it's going to be really awkward. I don't know what team he's going to pick tonight, so I'm going to have a crack and say I think he'll stick with Schmeichel. If he goes with Sinisalo, it doesn't matter, even better for me, but I think he'll stick with Schmeichel. I think they might go with the tried and tested to start off so they can tweak it. So I think Kieran Tierney will be left back. He's been doing alright, Kieran. He's been coming onto a game. I think Kobe Donovan will be right back. I think Scales, and I think he'll bring in Austin Trusty. So I think that's your back 4. Now, does it go with 4 in the midfield and 2 up front? Or does he go 3 and 3? I'm guessing he might go 3 and 3. So just to start off, because I think Sean Maloney will have a lot to do with what this team looks like tonight. Martin will look at it, he'll analyse it, and he'll go, right, okay. But it's really close to Sunday's game. But again, this is a big one as well. We've got to win this game tonight to put a marker down and say we're back. These players might have just not wanted to play under Brendan anymore. They probably felt that he had gone ages ago, and obviously their heads went down as well. And he just kept playing the same players, and I think he was just trying to get it up the board. So for me, Desmond was right to come out with a statement, but he should have come out with a statement 6 weeks ago. Shouldn't have waited to now. He never came out with a statement when the Celtic fans asked him what was happening. He never came out with one then. So he's came out with one when it suits him. And I get why all the people's raging about that. You've got to come out when the time's right. So we don't really know. We're not privy to what happens inside, but I think it'll all come out in the wash. But I said weeks ago that I do think that Brendan was at fault here. I think he cut off his nose to spite his face. I think that's what happened. Anyway, let's move on with that. So in the midfield, he's going to go with Callum McGregor. I believe he should go with Benji and maybe, I'm looking at maybe Luke McCown. So Benji, Luke McCown and Callum McGregor, or Benji, Cal McGregor and Bernardo, because that young boy needs a chance now, and he might get his chance with a different coaching coming in. Younger guy Sean Maloney might look at him and go, nah, he's the man we want to drive Celtic forward. On the wing, I think you got to start with James Forrest. He came on the other day and I thought he was brilliant again. I know we get beat, but he was a wee shining light there. He was trying to take players on. You've got Tenecti on the left hand side, Forrest on the right, and I would go with Shin Yamada through the middle. So that means that your Engels will be on the bench, Hatate will be on the bench. They've no showed us anything. We cannot keep playing them if they don't show us anything. I know they'll want to see them tonight, but they've probably seen enough of him. We've seen enough. It's just no happening for them at this moment in time. I know he's an 11 million player, but it doesn't matter. See if you're not good enough, sit on the bench. And then when you come on, you've got to get better as you come on. Because we're not seeing it. As I say, you can't pay $11 million just for somebody that takes corners and free kicks, because we don't score with them all. So there's no point in that. We need people who penetrate defences through the midfield. I think Bernardo's got maybe a chance of that, and Luke McCown. Get them in, they're young. McGregor's behind them, more experience, he'll keep them right. And then you've got the 2 wingers and Shin Yamada. I don't know if Maeda's anywhere near fitness. We've not heard a lot of, there's too much going on about the manager and the board and everything else at the moment. So, and then we don't know what's happening with the fans. So obviously they're going to have a bit of a protest tonight. Some fans are going to hate what Dermot Desmond said, and some fans are going to say, nah, he came out and told us the truth. If it is the truth, which I think it is, I think he's going to lie. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Now, that's who I think the team will be tonight, and I think it'll be a comfortable one. I know people's going, oh, we're not in the right frame of mind. I think we'll be a comfortable one tonight. And I think if the fans get behind it, we'll be even better. And if we get a comfortable one, it sets us up for Sundays. And then he's got a decision to make there again. Which way does he go? I don't know if he's got the players to play three at the back at the moment with Carter Vickers injured. So I don't know if he's got that. AJ's injured. So the two guys that you want in there, if you're going to play three at the back, they're not going to be there. So I don't know how Martin's going to... Let's just see what happens tonight with him, you know. The next Celtic manager, what if Martin and Neill and Sean Maloney just keep winning and the team's playing well, they've got a different formation? Like, I don't know, did he offer them the job full time? I'm worried about Martin and Neill. He's 73-year-old. Celtic's a big club. He gets overexcited in the side of that park, you know, he jumps up and down. And I hope Martin's health's alright, because he's not getting any younger. And he doesn't stand there and no say nothing. He'll be jumping about like a 2-year-old kid. So I'm hoping that just behave yourself, Martin. Let Sean Maloney do all the running up and down the touchline. Just you have a look at the players, make sure everything's right, and get us a winning start to your regime again. So I don't think they'll get the manager's job anyway. Like, again, you never know if they keep winning. Who's going to get the manager's job? There's a lot of talk. Is Ange Postecoglou coming back? People are divided on this, and I don't see why they're divided. If he got the job, I think it'd be great for us. It'd be great for him to get back on the track again, because he's had a couple of knockdowns, and people saying, well, he was shit at Spurs and he never done anything at Forest. I know that. But before he came to Celtic, he was with a nobody either. It was all Japanese clubs, and he was with in the A-League and in Australia. They're not a great national side, but he done well with what he had. So I can't see it being a bad decision bringing Ange back. But if they go with a younger coach, like the Bora Glimt coach or the Bruges coach, the Bruges coach is really good, but does he want to move away from them when they're still in the Champions League? I don't know, we're a much bigger club than them, but they're the similar players to us. They don't buy $6 million players and $10 million players. They buy cheaper and bring them through and then sell them on. They play the same kind of football as us when we're on our game. And that's what we used to do. We used to play football like that. So if he came in, then I wouldn't have any fears with him doing all right at Celtic as well. But to me, I believe that, so if Ange is available and we're talking to him, why have we got interim coaches coming in? He's not got a job. Make the phone call. If he doesn't want a job or you don't want him, that's good. Come out and say it. Come out and say, we're not interested in Ange. So are the Celtic fans go, right, okay, that one's put to bed. Let's move on. Because now we've all got different opinions. If you ask 10 Celtic supporters, at least 4 of them, 4 would be different answers on who you want to coach next. The only one we don't want in is fucking Russell Martin. Let's face that one. Could we get Stevie Gerrard? Do you want Stevie Gerrard? He might want to come to the biggest club in Glasgow, and that's why he never wanted to go to Rankers. He might have had a wee bit of word saying, Rodgers is going soon. Do you want to go to the biggest club in Glasgow? So you never know. Just a joke. I don't think he'll come. Did you want him? Don't know. But yeah, Big Ange so far is a man for me. But do we go with a younger manager that's never been at Celtic before? Well, we could as well. It's exciting times for us. We should be really happy now, because if you want to put it this way, the bad egg's gone, and Brendan's done brilliant for us. But we've got to move on as a club, as a team. No matter if half the Celtic team left tomorrow, we would all wake up tomorrow morning still Celtic supporters. We'd go, fuck, why did they go? We've lost Kyogo, we've lost Kuhn, we've lost players in the past. Larson left. We got on with it. We got up the next morning, we were always still Celtic supporters. We want the best for the team, we want the best for the club, and we want to watch exciting football. And we haven't been watching that since we got beat with Aberdeen in the cup final. That was a real disappointment as well. It was just, and after the game, as I said to you, the players are all whinging that, but it was up to them to fucking do something that day and they never. So from that day forward, we've went downhill. And it's really bad to say that, but we can all see it in the park. You'll know when Celtic's playing well again, the fans will be up, there'll be smiles on their face, the manager will be going there. See that wee guy that's just took over Rankers? I like watching him because he's always got a smile on his face. I mean, I don't know how long it will last, but he's a happy-go-lucky wee character, and that's what you need. People that bring that energy into your football club. And we've all the players in now, their heads are down. We don't have anybody that can fucking put their foot in there when we need it. All we've got is guys that think they're better than what they are because people paid a bit of money for them and they're playing for Celtic. Well, that doesn't happen. You've got to earn your place at Celtic Park. So the players have to get their finger out, and it starts with Falkirk. And then once we get over this Falkirk one, we'll get in the mood for Rankers at the weekend. And I think we'll beat them easily. I know they've got they won one game and they're, oh, we're back. Nah, no chance. There's only one big club in Scotland, and we all know who that is. So anyway, have a great night. Hopefully we get a good 3-goal at least win. And hail, hail.